Come on. I built this thing however many episodes ago, and still no monsters. And this farm too. For whatever reason, animals managed to spawn inside of it and trample my crops. I haven't even bothered replanting them after the last harvest. Like, come on. It seems the only farms that I can do are things not involving monsters and not involving wheat. Yeah, so say like, this spawner works. It does what it needs to. Although with the number of animals that seem to spawn everywhere, I somewhat doubt the usefulness of having this, but it's cool anyway, and it works consistently. So now I guess I need to go ahead and find some things that I can farm that work properly. Anyways, hi, hello, I'm the ImpendingMoon, and welcome to Minecraft Alpha 1.0.3. So I've gone ahead and skipped 1.0.2 because that's just some minor redstone changes. Specifically, if I pop into my storage here, hi sheep, real secure vault, and I pick up some redstone, you can see I can walk over it now and it doesn't break. So that's a cool thing. But the biggest things here are mob, AI, and sounds. So hostile monsters finally have sounds, and animals in general now have a little bit closer to their current AI. So say like, you know, they'll stop and look around every now and then. They're not as dumb on hills, so you're gonna see less animals jumping off cliffs. But yeah. I mean, I've got some issues with mobs, mostly because they're annoying, but it's pretty cool to see them get some updates. But I do think there is some other stuff that I need to do. Specifically, as I said earlier, farms. More specifically, a wood farm, because I am... Ooh. Hold it. Hold that thought. Dang, no gunpowder. Well, anyway... what was I saying? I didn't hold the thought. Oh yeah, wood farm. So I've gone ahead and I've marked kind of an area here. I built a pathway over, and I'm just gonna slap down a bunch of saplings. Because I've gone and I've been expanding my railroad ever further, and it takes so much wood to build. And thing is, I didn't even build it all yet. So I'm gonna go and head to my storage here, and I'm gonna pick out some saplings, and let's see, just how many trees I can pack up there. I've also gone ahead and added in this lever here, which closes the door from the inside, so that just in case anything spawns out there while I'm busy in here, nothing happens to me. The only issue with this is that I can press this button and walk out with this still depressed. So if I do that, I need to break these 2 blocks in order to get back in. So I'm going to try not do that, and show you just how much wood I've gone through. Because if I remember correctly, when I went and deforested everything, I had nearly 2 rows filled with logs. And now I'm stuck here with only 3 stacks of logs. And apparently sheep. But in order to fix my wood shortage, I'm just going to go ahead, get some saplings from here, try to ignore these sheep some more, and get out. Lock them in. Alright, so the first step to building this is going to be taking down these big trees here, because they're kind of annoying and will get in the way of some other leaves despawning. So I'll go take these down, and hopefully not get ambushed by any monsters. Oh! Hey, would you look at that? It's a spider with spider sounds. And an annoying hitbox, but honestly, that's nothing new. And I'm also pretty sure this version, Notch went ahead and upped the spawn rates of some monsters. So again, it's not enough to make this thing work, but it is enough to make being out here dangerous again. Although I only seem to find spiders. Ow. Okay, so I've just noticed something as I was looking around here. So, in the past 2 versions here that I've updated from, there's been a lot of back-end changes. So say if I go on show FPS, before I could get like a consistent 300 FPS, Now, even rendering a bunch of land on far render distance, I get like 600. But when I look up at the sky with nothing, look at that FPS skyrocket. Now, what this is causing is coil whine. Really bad coil whine on my graphics card. Now, I know my mic isn't going to pick this up, but still, I can very clearly hear it, and it's so high-pitched because there's just so many frames being rendered there. But yeah, I mean, I'm mostly using this as an excuse to talk about, like, the back-end changes, but I did not realize that the coil whine on my card was so bad when it started having to render this. So, let me limit my frame rate, and I'm just gonna keep cutting down these trees in peace. Ah, the sounds of burning zombies. Or, zombie, singular. Also, tools got more durability in this version, because before, this sword was nearly half depleted, and now it's nearly got nothing off of it. This here was probably about half depleted. Pretty much all my tools were like half depleted, and now they're near full, which is nice. And that means maybe mining diamonds with diamond pickaxes is going to be more efficient, more profitable, I guess. But it also means that, yeah, this thing actually... I'm pretty sure it's got more durability. I don't remember exactly where it was, but I think it was in the red, and now it's only in the orange. Anyway, with all the fun facts with Moon pretty much done and over here, yeah, I've got this area cleared out to a satisfactory degree, and all the monsters are spawning outside of my monster grinder, so... whatever. I might as well go ahead and start planting some stuff, because I don't even know why I brought saplings at this point. Anyway, I think the way I'm gonna do this is... I'm gonna make this an actual, like, organized thing. Since, like, last time I just threw down a bunch of saplings in a grid, this time I think I'm at least going to throw some pathways together. Or at least a pathway, I guess. But this'll be enough. At least it'll give me a connecting point if I want to expand further, well, south, I think. Gunpowder! Okay. Well, after the tree farm, there's something I gotta do. Well, anyway, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and plant all these ones. That's better. How's it going? Okay, so I got the trees planted, but I think this would do pretty well with just a little wall around it. You know, make it kind of a little park. I mean, I've got one of those already, but it's all the way down there, and I don't want to walk all the way there. So I'm gonna have one right here. Alright, so we got a wall built. It is gonna take some terraforming that I plan on doing later, but for now it works. Then just put on a sign or something. Very creative, I'm aware. And ta-da! It's a tree farm. Anyway, with that done, let me actually throw another wall on here. I got some gunpowder earlier. So, of course, you know what you do with gunpowder. You wonder why the sheep are still here. And you make TNT. Which you don't keep on your hotbar, and you clear out your inventory before you do anything. Alright, so let me grab some redstone, and let's find a place to set this off. Ow, okay. Well, you know what, since there are all these spiders over there, set this up so that this works. Okay. No, come on. Ah, dang. I tried. Ooh. Weird noises aside, I'm alive. And I should really keep some meat on my hotbar as I try and get back up there. Luckily, I've got a railroad. Also, I realized we didn't even get to see that TNT explode. Ah, what a shame. MLG water bucket. it doesn't do anything because you need 2 blocks of water, but you can. Yeah, coming out here just makes me realize that I should really just go ahead and go on a trip where I light up all the parts around my railway. But that'll be for another time. I'm gonna go get back to where I was. Well, you can see the crater. Ta-da! Well, anyway. Let's see here. I should probably light this place up again. And, no! No spiders! Why are there so many spiders? Okay. You making these spiders? No? Okay. Anyway, now we got a crater here. I might do something with it eventually, but for now it's just a crater. But you know, fighting all those spiders there showed me that I probably want more than just a sword in my arsenal. So I'm gonna go ahead. Hi, sheep. Yes. And I'm gonna make another bow. Do I actually have one? I didn't check before I made one. Are you telling me I can't open a chest that something else is on? Well, whatever. I've only got 9 arrows. That's not a lot, actually. Let's see. What's the recipe to make them again? Nope. What? Is it still iron? Oh. That's actually a lot more convenient than getting flint, I guess. Okay, so I've got a decent amount of arrows, but still, I'd rather not be sitting here spending iron on them all. Hi, my little I don't know, Senate? Do you guys make votes? You intelligent enough for that? Nope. Alright. But anyways, sheep aside, I'm gonna go ahead into my diamond vault. Sheep not welcome. And let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make myself another diamond pickaxe now that durability has increased. And I'm gonna go ahead and head south to my redstone mine once again. Alright, then if I go right over here, I can vibrate. What? Okay. There we are. Okay, jank aside, if I go over here and not break the game a little bit, I can then start going this way. Find some gold, I guess. And a cave. And a creeper. Oh man. Ah! Hello. Well, you see, this is why it's so useful to have a bow. I don't need to fight them directly. Ugh. Oh, hi, creeper. You see, that's what I love about alpha and beta bows. They're just machine guns, and they are so fun to use. Okay. You see that we've got a spawner over there. And this here is everyone's favorite spawner, the skeleton spawner, where you spam arrows at them and hope that they die in time for you to not die. Alright, maybe I need to back off for a little bit. Nope, screw that. Pfft, torch spam. Great, wonderful. I'm having a wonderful time. Ugh. You know, this game's a lot more fun when you, have a challenge. Oh, redstone. And gunpowder! Alright, so this time we can actually see some TNT explode. Let me drop off some junk in here. String, not terribly useful. Bread, I suppose. Saddle, definitely, I'm gonna keep. But other than that, I'm actually going to break this all because I need it. Well now, why did I come to a skeleton spawner? Well, I'm glad you asked, nondescript person, I think. Well, that's because A, I want some mossy cobblestone, it looks kinda cool, and B, I can make a skeleton farm out of this and farm some arrows. Alright, so now that I've got all of the mossy cobblestone taken for myself, I can get down to building this. Now, the design is kinda similar to farm designs that you might build nowadays. I heard a thing, but whatever. In that it is going to push all of the monsters into one area. But today you probably wouldn't have the water right here, and you'd probably drop them down somewhere so that you could finish them off for like XP and stuff. But this design is actually one that I saw Etho make in his original Let's Play. And that's going to be a drowning trap. So the design is pretty much exactly as it sounds. We're going to be going ahead and pushing skeletons into water where they are kind of doomed to drown. And then I'm going to be picking up their stuff. Will you shut up, zombie? And then I'm going to be picking up their drops from a water stream. Well, the biggest thing is, like, monsters still swim up, including skeletons. So we kind of need to force them into water they can't swim any higher up in. So basically, all the skeletons that spawn over here, gonna end up here. And then a second skeleton's gonna push them here. And right here is gonna be water. But then it's just as simple as going ahead. And then I can fill in all of these. And then before I fill in this last block here, I just drop some water down, and it comes down right here. So, if I go above here real quick, I am actually going above specifically so that I can dig down and get back real quick. But you'll see how this works. So basically, skeletons will constantly be pushing themselves into here, they'll eventually drown, and their drops will be over there, which will in turn get pushed over to me. So, now the hard part is going to be breaking all of these and getting out without getting shot. Okay, well, not getting shot is out the window, but I didn't get shot too bad. So, let's see here. We should eventually start hearing some skeletons dying, and start getting some drops. Okay, so one just triggered the pressure plate. So that means one should be pushed into the water pool here. Oh, and you can hear it drowning. And would you look at that? We got an arrow farm, automatic. Oh, that's just wonderful. That means I don't need to waste iron doing that, even though I've already found some iron here. So anyway, this doesn't work as an XP farm, but since that's not added till like beta 1.8, who cares? This works, and it gives me arrows, which is always a nice thing to have. So I'll be sitting here probably in between episodes, or whenever I need to get my arrows replenished. But for now, I'm gonna slap a door in this place, and just head home. Actually, you know what? I can do better than just a door here. Let's make this murder machine a murder home. Now, would you look at that? Now, this is a place that's much more befitting of being a skeleton death room. Well, anyways, I'm gonna head out, grab some stuff, and I'll come back whenever I need arrows. Anyway, back at the surface, and that means I get to walk all the way back. Boy, oh boy, can I not wait for boats. Wow, you really just walked right in front of me. Get off. I mean, it's good to know that monsters are spawning. Bad to know that they're spawning in a place that can hurt me. Hi, sheep. How's it going? Ah, you're the only one left. Where'd the others go? What a shame. Anyway, let me get all this stuff put back. Hi, zombie. Sorry, did you need something? Too bad. So, the tree farm is looking pretty good, and all of these saplings should eventually grow. You know, unlike when I had them all in a, I guess, denser grid. Alright, well, should I use explosives to make this hole even wider? Well, I mean, as all great leaders once said, yeah, screw it, why not? And this time we're actually gonna see the explosion. Come on. Yeah! Alright. Well, anyway, I'm really going to need to figure out something to do with this crater. I mean, I guess I could just load more TNT in it. And you know, it's probably a good idea to actually go and put an ending to this path. I was originally going to have it kind of go down like that over there. And I suppose it could still work. But, I don't know. Something about it seems like it would work better going around like that. But this here can just be like a balcony kind of thing. So I can just go ahead, do all this, stand dangerously close to the edge, and just fill all this junk in. Alright, yep, that works. Now let's make it not lethal to fall off of. Well, I mean, I guess it's still going to be lethal to fall off of, but, you know, less likely to fall off to my doom, pretty much. Maybe I shouldn't make this one wood. Maybe I should just make that cobblestone. Anyway, that was a simple thing to add some, I guess, charm to this. So if I were to quickly head off of here, and then I can take a look at it from down here, and it doesn't look that good. It needs some more work, especially with the terrain around it. But that's easy enough to do if I ever want to actually head over there. But at least from up there it looks pretty good. So I'll take that as a win. And I guess as a little cleanup, I might as well go ahead and actually fix these signs, because they've been broken for how many updates now? It's been a while. And with that done, I've got all these signs remade. I don't think they're exactly what they were, but they're pretty close. And they should survive through all the updates this time. It was only that one that accidentally cleared signs. What? Oh, come on, you can't just clear stone like that. Well, it looks like I got a bit too overzealous with, my signage here. Ah! Get out of my tree farm. Get. Okay, and I also need to light this place up a little bit more. But yeah, trees should not be able to overwrite, stone like that. But I suppose they did. I'm gonna block that side off so I don't have to deal with those guys. Hi, pig. And, yeah. Tree farm. I'll collect wood, eventually. Ugh. There's so much stuff that wants to kill me now. Like, you. Why are you looking down? What, you got, like, a negative somewhere? Oh. Okay, that's fine. That's actually how that should work. But, whatever. It shouldn't be able to overwrite stone. It does. There are creepers trying to kill me. And, yeah. This is just Minecraft. Well, anyway, with all that taken care of and me, I don't think I'm actively in danger of dying. I think this is where I'm gonna end off today's episode. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it might be a little bit shorter than usual. I'm thinking I got maybe, like, 10 to 12 minutes of usable footage. Maybe I'll squeeze it out to 15 in editing. I don't know. But I think what I did is going to be pretty useful. Specifically, the skeleton farm now gives me another weapon to use in combat. And one that's pretty powerful, because bows have no durability or cooldown. But anyway, next episode's probably going to be a more laid-back one. I got a few building projects that I want to get done. But for this episode, I hope you've enjoyed. I've been the Impending Moon, and good night. What do you want?